In this video, I'm going to show you how to design your escape plan. The plan to bag that job you hate and get to the work you've always been wanting to do. Let's get to it. I'm Paul Peixoto with WholeWorker, training you in skills that advance your career. Hey, hit those like and subscribe buttons, and when you do, ring that bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video. And stick with me to the end because I've got a free download for you that's going to take your career to the next level. This is part 5 of a 6-part series on creating a transformational career change. The stages are reflect, identify, liberate, envision, design, that's our stage here, and engage. So in this stage, we're going to start to put some plans down on paper. And I want to talk about 3 things: the plan itself, creating some milestones, and accountability for the whole thing. Let's get into it right now. All right, let's talk about planning. Now, what I'm not talking about is a full business plan. You're not going to write some 30, 40, 50-page document that's going to be dead in the water before you even finish it. No, we're just talking about getting a basic idea that's flexible, locked down on paper so that you have something to follow. It's really, really important because up to this point, most of these things are in our heads. We have some lists that we've made from previous chapters in this 6-part series, but I want you to go ahead and start making a plan step by step. And the best way to do that is to work backwards from success. So let's take the example that we've used before of an author. You want to become a published author. That's the transformational career change you want to make. So you've got a picture, obviously, of your book sitting in the bookstore. Well, how did it get there? Well, you needed a publisher. Well, how did you get into the publisher's door? Well, you needed a book manuscript. You needed to write the darn thing, right? So you've got a book. Well, how did you get the book written? Well, you most likely started with an outline. Well, how did you come up with an outline? You probably started with some story ideas in your head, a plot, some characters. So you see what I'm talking about here. We want to work from success backwards, and then we fill out our plan that way. That's the best thing to do. Now, you can use a number of things to help you in this planning process. You can use a flow chart to help you through that. That comes from the world of computer programmers. Or you can use a Gantt chart. That's a great way to plan a project. That comes from the world of project management. Or you can just open up an Excel spreadsheet. That's another way to do it. Many of us are very familiar with Excel, so that's a handy planning tool right there. Or just a paper and pencil and make a list of your action items that you're going to take in working out your transformational career change. Now, the next step in our planning process is to create some milestones. Milestones are simply intermediate goals attached to a date. So what I want you to do is look through your list of action items, whether you have that on a Gantt chart or you just wrote them out on a piece of paper, doesn't matter. Either way, I want you to look through them and take some flexible guesses at when you can have each step accomplished by. In doing that, you're creating milestones, and you're going to celebrate those when you cross those milestones. Really, really important, okay? So create some milestones, and that will put more flesh on your plans. Not a good planner? That's okay. There's plenty of planning tools that are out there that can help you in the process. I've mentioned already a couple of those tools in generic fashion: Gantt charts, flow charts, all those things. I've got some links in the show notes below. If you take a look there, that'll lead you in the direction of some great websites that'll give you some help in planning, all right? But don't go crazy with this. Remember, the best plans are flexible and simple. So if you want to just start with a pen and paper, that's a great way to do it. And finally, a very important step in the planning process is creating an accountability team. Now, it doesn't have to be large. This is just anywhere from, say, 3 to 6 people who can be your trusted advisors along the way, and people who will keep you accountable for reaching your goals, especially those intermediate goals, those milestones along the way. They're people that are going to tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, did you complete that piece? You need to do it because the date is coming soon. You want those kinds of people. It's great in that group of people to have some breadth of understanding of the industry that you're attempting to step into. So someone who is in that industry already is good to have on your team. It's also great to have someone who understands the financial aspects of the change that you're making. That would be good. And then finally, it's always good to have someone who knows you personally and understands your makeup personally, your mentality, your weaknesses, and your strengths so that they can prod you on and make sure you accomplish this transformational career change. I hope you found that information helpful in your career change process. Now, if you want to take it a step further, I've got a free download for you in the form of a Career Changers Checklist. On it are a number of action items that take you through the 6 stages of making a transformational career change. Now, in addition to that, there are clickable links in the document that will take you to additional videos that will give further explanation to those action items. So feel free to download that right now. The link is in the show notes below. Now, there's multiple ways you can connect with the WholeWorker community: on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, but the best way is right here on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe to the channel and ring that bell when you do. That way you'll get notification every time I post a new video. Hey, if there's something in particular that helped you in this video, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Or just type the word helpful. I'm Paul Peixoto with WholeWorker. Thanks for watching.